So, a warm welcome to all of you. We'll start the class in 1 to 2 minutes. 1 minute. So, let us start with today's session on the Bootstrap. And I guess you people have understood. Arey Imran, good to see you here. Every day you are coming on time and you are coming actually every day. So good to see. And there are some people who are coming every day. So, and you are among one of them. So nice to see you. And so let me have the setup ready. So 1 second. While the meantime, some more people will come. Let me make the setup ready. So yesterday we have, in the last class, we have completed the breakpoints. So let us start. Let us wait for another minute. 1 minute. I hope my voice is clear to all of you. One minute. Control A. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for the reply here. So 1 second. Mm, mm. So let some more people will come. Good system. Okay. Okay, so we have covered the containers that how many type of containers are there. So there are usually three type of containers: the container, plain container, container fluid, and container BG. Container BG is basically the breakpoints which contains all those things. So long today we will start with row. What is a row and how it actually works and how we need to assign a row, because here in Bootstrap we need to. Yeah, hi Venkat. Hi Venkat. I hope you are also doing good. And my dear friends, don't forget to fill the attendance form. Don't forget to fill the attendance form. I will share in between and I will tell you also that the form has shared. Please fill it. So please fill it. So shall we start or let's wait for another 1 minute? Okay. So let us start now. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. This is the official communication. Okay. So here Okay, so the setup is done now. Now we will start because already we have wait for 5-7 minutes for rest of the people. So the setup is not done. Okay, so here let us start with the next topic, which is called as the row. So 1 minute, row, 1 minute. Containers we have 1 minute container grid. Okay, okay, so leave it. I have ready. I have the things ready. So now, as I've told you, row. There is a rule that sorry. So there is a rule that after body there has to be a div with the class name as container. So this is the first rule, and after that there is a second rule that there has to be after container there has to be a div with the class as row. Okay, so these are the two basic rules which we need to follow. So let us start with them. So what I do here, will have another of id green, and in this let me have a background color of aqua. What happened? Oh, sorry. Not perfect. Now, so the rule is there has to be a in the body there after body there has to be a div with the class as container. Okay, so there is a div with the class as container we have with us. Okay, now after that let us have. Okay, so what I do, this is the parent class, so let me check this with the xl breakpoint and let me remove it. So after container we have to have a div with a class as row. So here you can see we have a div with the class as row. Now we have already given a id, so let us have a id green. Okay, and let us have the content also as row. Saved it, open with live server. Okay, so closing it. 1 second, what happened? Okay, so you can see here we have the second rule as we have to have a class row just after the class container. Okay, so now in between this what we do, okay, so let's here add a div with a class row with the content as row and id name as green color, which okay, so you can see here this is the row with the id as green and it is taking the aqua color. Now what is happening here, it will take the width of the content. So that is a by default rule. Okay, so now here so what is happening here, 1 second. So now, okay, so let me do one thing here, it is actually creating confusion. So green, for green let me take green, and for red let me take light. Okay, so here, so if you see this red, this color red, okay, this color red is the parent and the green is inside the parent, which is the side. So here red is a container and the row with the green color uses the same width as the container use, because it is a by default nature, because it uses the same width as the container use because it is inside it. Okay, Now let's change the class to fluid and see what happens. So here, if you see here, we have to have the class to fluid and see what happens. So the width will be, so here we have FLU class fluid and see what happens. So 1 second. See, so as soon as you use a class fluid, it will take the whole of the 100% of the width, I can say. Earlier when it was XL. Now see what is happening. If I make it maximize the screen, see, see what is happening here. At this particular point of time, it changed to the 100% width size. So that is the beauty, because now says as we need to add any content inside a column. Okay, so now the third rule of Bootstrap is we need to have the content. Okay, so the content will always be in, or the content will always have to have inside a column. So the first rule is after body there has to be div with the class container. After div with the class container, we have to have a div with the class row, and after div with the class row, we have to add the content in a div with a class column. So this is the rule. Now let us have applied. Okay, so and one more thing, if we want to add another column, we cannot create column inside a column. This is again a third rule. So for this, we need to create a row, and after row, we need to create a column inside a row. So as soon as we create a row, again that particular part will have 12 columns. Okay, so keep this thing in your mind. This is somewhat tricky, but you need to have this thing in your mind. So Bootstrap says that we need as we need to add any content inside a column and not inside a row, but here we have to add inside the row. So, okay, so now let us see column. After row, let us see column. So here what we have learned, the main container, after container we have a row, and after row we have a column. So now we will use the by default Bootstrap class, and with the help of which we can 1 minute. Okay. With the help of which we can give background color from now in spite of different IDs. So because Bootstrap give us classes, so let us use that. Now what is happening here? What we did till now, that we have used IDs. Here we have used ID red, we have used ID green. Why we have used IDs to give the different colors. But why Bootstrap is for? So with the help of Bootstrap, we need to get rid of those edges. So let us start with the main function. So now let us create another div with the content as hello and a class. So let me create this for you. So let me comment out because it is not required now. And also this thing needs to be comment out. This is for the record that where we have learned till now. So now let us have dot bg dash primary. So we have a class bg dash primary, and inside it what we do, we have h1, it contains hello. So as I've told you earlier, you can see here 1 minute. So you need to remember one thing, containers, not containers, com button. Inside the component we have done. So now you can see here, if we write anything with primary, so the color will be this. If I write anything with secondary, the color will be like this. If I write anything with success, the color will be green. If I write anything with danger, the color will be red. Similarly, we can use this particular thing. So now I have written BG dash primary. So the primary, which is the primary color, the primary will be red. If I use BG as secondary, so you can see the output SECON. Right? SECON. Oh, sorry. You can see the color, the background color will be like this. So automatically it has a by default class in build. So as soon as I put the secondary after BG, okay, it will automatically take the same color. Okay. So after that, what we will do, or one thing, what? Okay. So let us do one thing. Let us do one thing. Okay. So let me make it active. And now see what is happening here. See, this is the first what we have created. Now after that we have the BG secondary and we have the H1 hello. So it will come after that. Now what we do, let us have in this particular thing, we will have the text as white. See, if you write text as white, the color will like that. If I write text as primary, so if you correlate, the primary color will be of this particular thing. Also, if I write text as danger, DANGER, no, see, it is coming in red color. So you need to correlate this particular thing. भाइयों like कर देना यार, please like it. Likes are very less. Okay, so now after that, okay, so now what we'll do, we will not create ID, and we'll use some classes of Bootstrap for colors. Okay, so what we will do here, because earlier what we have used, we have created IDs. Now what I will do, I will create some inbuilt Bootstrap classes. Okay, so now the Bootstrap flow, as I've told you, container. Inside container we have row, inside row we have column, and inside column we have content or we have image, we can have anything. But inside column, okay, but inside column we cannot have a column. So we have to have a row, and inside that row we can have a column. Okay, so now let us have, okay. So what we will do here, where is that? Okay, so here is the classification of BG. BG stands for background breakpoint. Now what we will do, if I use this X small, and if I didn't put any infix, if I didn't put any class, so it will by default take the column of 12. So let us apply this thing. Now we'll again use a breakpoint column call dash MD. If I use call dash MD, okay, if I use call dash MD, so we need to have call dash MD dash 7. Okay, so what we will do, so if you want to have a div equal to 5 columns, okay, for extra small, for this particular extra small dimension, we will write call 5. Okay, so what we will do, so if you want a div equal to 5 column for medium dimension, if you want a div, we will use call dash MD dash 5. So let's try with call dash LG dash 12. Call dash LG means call dash large with 12. So need to check will call dash 6, call 4, and call. Let us see how it works. Okay. So we have a div with class container fluid. Okay. So here let us change it to container fluid at the ID of red, and inside this, okay, one second. Okay, so this is the main class, top class, and inside this we have a class of row with the ID of green, and inside it, okay, inside it, what we do, let us remove this row, and inside it we will move this particular thing now. Okay, so we have a div with a class called dash md. Let us check with lg. So there's a logic behind lg. Call dash lg dash 4 space bg. Will use the first color primary and text as white. Let us see how it works. Okay, so here we have used a parent class. Inside the parent class, we have a row with ID green, and inside that we have a div with class, and we'll use a call lg4. So we will use only till 4 columns with the background color as primary, and the text font color will be white. And okay, so what we will do, the content we will be using, we will write the content as col dash 4. In order to highlight that, we are using the footprint fill 4. So what I will do after this, let me copy it and paste it. So what is the rule? That inside a column, we have to have content. Okay. So this is the column. We want the column LG large. We want till 6. And the background color, we will change this to secondary. Text will be green now. So text will be black, and we for the content we will use as 6 in order to highlight that we are using till 6 color. And after that, what we'll use, we will again do a copy paste and we use this thing. So we have a div with the class, okay, sorry, okay, we use a div with a class of lg dash. For this we use 2. So 6 plus 4 is 10 and plus 2 is 12. Because we have 12 columns, so we need to design this. We have bg secondary. So next color we have, so let us use the success succes. Oh, so sorry. succes. Success text will be of, let's say, blue, and we have call of 2. This is the structure. Now see what is happening. Okay. So here everything is coming one below the another. So if I apply this to a large screen, same will be applied to extra screen. Okay. So what is the rule here? So what we have applied to large. So we have set this thing for large here. This is for large. We have set it. So above large is extra large and extra large. So the same set of rules will get applied to extra large and extra large. Okay. So this is the basic rule. If you apply anything for a breakpoint medium, so above medium will be large, extra large, and extra large. So the same set of dimensions will get applied to that. Okay. So let us see. Okay, now for the devices. Now for the devices below large. Okay, div will automatically change to 12. Okay, so here if you see, I'm explaining once more. For this large we have applied. Okay, so this will take what we have applied, what we have given to large. So above large, it will take what we have applied to that particular thing. And below, for below dimensions, it will automatically change to call dash 12. Okay. So if you see here, see, for large screen, if you see here, one second, if you see, the first one will be call 4. So call 4 have the have LG-4. So it uses 4 columns. So you can see 4, 6 and 2 is the pattern. So 4, 6 and 2. So it is the width you can see is 4. This is 6. This is the biggest one and this is the 2. So it is small compared to all the 3. Now if I make the screen small. So as soon as we go into a dimension below large, what is happened? See, below large, what is happening? It uses the 100% of the width. That is, it use all the 12 columns. So that is what is it is happening. It is using the 100% of the width. So that is how it works. So I guess it is somewhat tricky, but I hope you all will be able to understood that how this particular thing is behaving depending upon the size of the screen. 1 minute. Okay, so I hope. Okay, so now, what we will do? So, 1 second. Okay. So now, okay. So, okay. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. So now let us change this setting. Okay, to 5, 5, and 2 because we have 12 columns. So what we will do? We will use 5, 5, 5, 5, 10, and plus 2, 12. So what I do? I use 5, 5, and 2. 5, 5, and 2. So now how it works? See. So what I did? See. Now, if I want, okay, if I want, so currently what we are using that if the screen size will be, if the screen size will be from 9, 8, or let us discuss in a nutshell. So if the screen size will be above 992 pixel, okay, it follows the settings what we have given to large screen, and if it is below large, it use the 100% rate. So now if I want that for medium screen, I want a different kind of setting. I don't want this to use a by default setting of call 12. So let us see how it works. So what we will do, we have to have a call of LG of 5. Now we use call dash MD. No, so let us say for extra large. Call dash XL dash let's say 7. Okay, and let us add for medium also. Call dash MD dash, I want this for for 4. let us apply this for second content also. So we have call dash md, call dash md dash 3 and call dash xl dash 5. And for here what we will do, we will use call dash md dash 3 and call dash sm dash. So now see how it reacts. Okay. So now what is happening here? So let us see how it is working here. So here, how is it working? So you can see here, if I increase the size to full screen, see, I have what is this? See, so for extra large screen, what we have mentioned, extra large screen, it the call 5 read this. So the Excel call 5 will take the 7 columns. So for the Excel call 5 will take the 7 columns. So it uses the highest part. Okay. And for call 5, okay, so let me change this to call A, call B, and call B. Now easy to identify. So call A in extra large screen will uses the 7 column. So this is extra large screen. You can see it uses the 7 column. 7 column means the highest coming column. And call B will use the 5 column. So you can see call B is small compared to call 7. So we can assume that it is using the 2 5 columns. So 7 plus 5 is 12. Now again what we did, okay, so we have not given for Excel. So let us give for call XL, let us change it to 5. See how it works. So here what is happening? Let us see how call C will work. So where is call C? So call C we have asked to use 5. So you can see this is 7, this is 5, and again this is 5. Now after the free space left, okay, this free space left is using the green color. So where is the green color? So green color is of the row. Okay, so that is why it is using the green color. Now let us change this to a different screen size. So what we do, okay, so I guess so here call A will be 4, call A will be 4, not 4. Okay, so call A, okay, so the call A will be 4, okay, call B will be 3. So you can see call A is smaller than call B, okay, and call C for MD is also 3. So call B and call C is same, okay. So that is how it works. And the leftover space, so the total will be for MD 4 plus 3, 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10. So if I change this to 4 and 4, so all will be in equal size and there will be no green color. So you can see there will be no dark green color which is coming here like that. So that is how, depending upon the size of the screen, it automatically make the web page responsive. So that is how this particular logic of adding dimensions, of adding breakpoints, of adding breakpoints to different for different size works like that. I hope this is I tried to make it simple. I try to make it simple for you to understand. Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Hmm, okay. Now, what to see next? Okay. So here I hope based on the string dimensions you will be able to. So nothing to be done here. Just put, just add the dimension, the breakpoint. So this is a breakpoint, and in that breakpoint, how many columns you want your content to use. So among the 12 columns, if I want this call A to use 5 columns, so I have given 5. Okay. In the Excel screen, I want this call A to use 7 columns. And in MD means medium, I want this call A to use 4 columns. BG primary is a light blue color, text will be white. And after that, we have the content like that. So this is how it works. Okay. So you need to give the dimension, the breakpoints, and out of that 12, how much you want this to use. It's very simple. Okay. So this is called as the responsiveness. So we are talking about responsive. So this is how the responsiveness works. And that is being managed by the grid system internally. You cannot see this, how it is managing. Internally, grid automatically manages each and everything. Okay. So now, okay. So now let us see the next thing, which is called as the nested. Nested. Now, what is nested? Nested means how to divide columns into 2 or 3. Okay. So here, as I've told you, that we cannot create column inside a column, but for to create a column inside a column, we need to create a row first. Okay. So we need to create a row first, and then we need to create a column inside that row. So the structure will be container, row, column. After column, we have content. And if I want another column, so we need to create a row. And after row, we need to create a column. So this is how it works. Okay. So let us have the primary setup for this particular thing. And what we will do, let me this. Okay, let me comment out the column C. Okay. So this is how it looks. So we have the container class as fluid. ID will be red. A class of a row, ID of a green, and a div class of LG. So let me correct it for you to understand how nested works. And this all, let us remove this thing. PG views text will be white, call A. Okay. And we have the LG of, let's use 8, call BG of secondary, text of let us again use white. For nested, I just want to explain call of B. Okay, so this is how it works. Now, now we want to create column inside a column. Okay, this particular thing is called as nested. Okay, now we need to create a row first. We need to create a row first. So what is the rule? Inside a column, you cannot create a column. You need to create a row first. So let us create a row first. And inside that row, we can create a column. So what we need to do? This is a column. Okay. This is a class row and this is a column. So what we do? We have to create a row first. So let us create a row first. So dot row we have created. Okay. And we need to create columns. So we'll dot call dash 4 and we use a background of, there are so many backgrounds, let us use them. Background of warning bg dash warning, and I use here of 4, and if I use dot col again of 8, where I use a bg of a different color which is info, and we'll use 8 for is 12. Let us see how it works. Oh, very good. So here you can see how it works. Okay. So what we did. So here, this particular thing, let us remove it. Okay. Mm, mm. Okay, nice. So let us try to understand how this has been written. Okay. So no, okay. So here we have a call A. This call A in large screen. So in large screen, so let us make it large. In large screen, what it is using? In large screen, it is using the 4 columns. Okay. So see, this is using the 4 columns. Okay. And the rest part, okay, and the background color is primary. This is primary, and the text will be white. The text is white. Now for the next part of the 8. So this is the 8. So let me make this here. Okay. So the next part, okay, so next part uses the 8 column. So next part uses the 8 columns. So you can see it uses the 8 columns. So the breakup of, okay, so now in this 8 column, we have created a row. Okay. And this row, we have again, in that row, we have again created 2 columns of 4 and 8. So we have 4 here and 8 here. Okay. And one more thing. This is the call B. So why it is happening here? Because we have created column inside a column inside the row. So it uses the more width compared to the current one. So that is why it is coming in the down. Okay. So if I, what I do, if one second, call dash B. Okay. So now it is fine. See, now see how it works. If I make it small, if I change the screen size to small, see now how it works. So here, this is the beauty of responsiveness. So now it is using the 8, 4 plus 8 pattern, and the above is using the whole of the 12 columns. Okay, so let me share you the attendance also, because I won't miss it. So, oh my dear friends, Day 3 attendance is here for your reference. I request you all to please take a break of a minute and please fill it right here, right now. Please fill it. I will take a break of 1 minute. Please fill the attendance. Okay, rest all please do. Okay, it will not take a more than a minute time. So let us continue the journey. Okay. So here, this is how the nested part will do. Nested means creating a column inside a column. Okay. So the rule is rule is you need to create a row first. So in a column we create a row, and inside that row we have created another column. So that is how it works. So whatsoever we have learned till now is enough to make a website responsive. So this particular thing, whatsoever we have learned, is more than enough for you to make any web page responsive in Bootstrap. You can add dimensions, you can add colors, you can add font colors. Uh, this is very much sufficient for you to make the web page responsive. Now, but uh, but what is happening? New and new variations or versions are coming with new features. So now let us see the next thing, which in which how we can make the column of equal width. Okay, so we can do this by using, if I create another div of dot fuel dash with a bg of, let me find out the new color, bg of light, bg of, oh sorry, this has to come inside. See, this for the text. Okay, so let us use a separate text here. Text to black. Text black. The content will be so let us use 4 4 4. So I use here 4, or I know 4 6. Let us take. So see here, individually we have given the black color to this 45. You can see this 45. Now We can do this here also because we have given 444. So it is using a common bit. So you can see now there are some shortcuts also. We can do this also using a column, using a class call. It divides a column into equal bits. So what I'll do, if I does not give anything here, okay, if I didn't give anything here, so what it will take, it will uses this particular thing here. Okay, now no. Okay, so now the shortcut number two. We where the shortcut okay. So where we allot a size to a column and the rest will be divided among the. So how it will do? Okay. So what we will do, if we have give a call of 12, so there are 12. So if I give a call of 4, okay, so 336, 6 plus 4 is 10. So okay, if I give a call of 8, so let us see how it works. So if I given a call of 8, so you can see here how it works. This is 8, so they have equally divided among themselves. So this is 2 and this is 2. You can see both are equal. So if I give here a if I give here a call of, let's say, 2, so the total of 12, so it will take 5 5. So you can see 2 5 or 5. So if, so the rule is, if you didn't give any bit, so by default it will take, it will divide among themselves. So the shortcut number 3, okay, where the size of the column depend upon the size of the content. Okay, so what content inside that, the rest will be divided among the two columns. So what we will do, let us have a increase in the content. So if I give, so now see how it works. Okay, and if I give call dash auto, see how it works. See, only the content part uses the space, rest the leftover space will be divided among themselves. So that is how this particular thing will work. Fine. So let's end up the today's class here, and tomorrow we will discuss some more thing about nested and see how the things will work. So thank you. Do like the button and see you.